What's going on, guys? It's Lansana. Here's my own rendition of Medium. Starting off, you'll see the little banner up here at the top. They used to have this full screen. Before I made this video, I actually had to kind of edit this up a bit because a lot of the stuff on here is from their site about a couple of months ago. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but this is how their sidebar actually used to look. It doesn't look that way right now, but you'll just have to bear with me. So as we scroll down, we'll see one of these little widgets here. This is the kind of article container, if you will. And here's a little author section. You hover the author, you get this kind of profile card. You can visit a user's profile. And as you scroll down, you'll notice something that's kind of common today in web, like loading content as you scroll. And you'll just kind of see how like we're loading stories as we scroll down instead of kind of eager loading them all right away. So clicking on a single article page, you'll see the kind of loading animation the image has, similar to what they have. We have our title, our image, here's our body. Um, we have our little categories down here. Again, you could heart a story. And we can view the user's profile. So here's my profile. I don't actually have a profile image right now because again I haven't implemented that yet, but here's my bio. Here are like each user's individual stories. We can sign up. Let's actually create a little account right here. Let's call him John Doe, and we'll make it John at doe.com. Password. Let's get started. And so we start off right back at the main page. And another thing you'll notice is on Medium, when you log in, they actually kind of remove that banner. So I've kind of tried to emulate that as well. And let's check out some of this stuff right here on the side. Let's check out maybe mental health category. So you'll see it loads only things related to mental health. Here's a little description or whatever. We can come in and we can view our settings. There's my username. I can change that to Johnny if I want to. It's not taken yet, so let's see what happens. Your username has been successfully updated. Let's try Lansana. That one's already taken by my other account. See what happens there. This username's already taken. So you can see we kind of implement some validation there. Let's set a bio saying I play soccer. Something simple. Your bio has been successfully updated. Awesome. So let's change our password. Let's say password 123. Password 123. Awesome. So we changed that. I'm not going to log out and test it, but you believe me. So let's come to drafts and stories. Here we have our drafts. We don't have anything yet. Our published stories, our unpublished stories. Let's actually play around with that. So here's our editor. So let's write something. Let's say this is my first story. And I'm gonna start writing. My name is, and let's say I got kind of preoccupied and my window closed down or something like that. So if we come back, and we go to drafts and stories, we immediately notice that there are no drafts. Okay, something broke. Well, anyways, continuing on. Let's come back to write a story. Let's try, this is my first article. Let's try leaving. So we have something implemented here. It's kind of a little alert system like, hey, you dirtied up the editor. You haven't saved. Do you want to save? Do you not want to save? Let's save. Sure, why not? So, little alert system similar to Mediums. Your changes have been saved. Now if we come back to drafts and stories, here's our draft. Notice we saved it. We did not publish that story, so it becomes kind of a draft. So we can now actually come into this, and we can actually, let's say this is a description. We can publish this, and you see now, Johnny, that's the username we changed it to, the slug, this is the actual article page. So here in the published articles, we can actually unpublish this, and we can come to unpublished and we can see it. We can either republish it, Or we can unpublish it again and kind of go back and actually permanently delete this. So now it is gone. It no longer exists. So that's a pretty cool kind of feature, if you will. And we've implemented a similar search to Medium. And what that does is it kind of does a universal search. Medium also has like categoric search where you can search for only users, only stories, only categories, whatever. We kind of have a universal search, and let's just put in Lansana. It'll search for everything, but it only found a result for people. So now let's search for, let's say, Steve Jobs. We found a result only for stories. No users named Steve Jobs. Let's say Steve Jobs and Lansana. What do we get there? We get Steve Jobs and the people. So, we've kind of implemented a cool little search feature there, kind of emulating Medium as well. And yeah, guys, that's about it. Hope you've enjoyed.